Okay, there has been some important feedback about question 4, which I need to answer. First of all, are in the year 2016. Let's do that. Now, back then, in 2009 and right before 2010, the default options for the conditional formatting were slightly different than now. So this one needs to change. Blue will now become green, and that was the main confusion there. I'm gonna save it here. Also, just to work better with my laptop here, I'm going to collapse the ribbon. You can go back to any view you'd like by pressing the ribbon display options button. If you'd like to go back to the full view of the ribbon, click on show tabs and commands, and you will have more real estate on your monitor taken up by the commands. But right now I just need to collapse it to make sure more of most of the table is displayed, and in this task the table is called a list. So the first thing to do in any task, examine the terminology and examine the data. I have put some color here in column headings. Feel free to do the same if you'd like. I always do this. So we have the list, we have color scales, we have highlighting rules. I need to add the word here. We have icon sets, we have sorting and filtering. In the review that I'm going to email, I will write a little bit about sorting and filtering, but some of you already understand that sorting will keep all the values selected after the sort is over, and filtering will only keep the values which are specified in the filter, and the rest of the values will not be displayed after filtering. Also, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns here, and we start working with column E right away. So we'll have to look for color scales on the Home tab under conditional formatting. Just to explain what was here before, I have my previous version of Excel open, which is 2007, and you can see that under color scales we had the blue, yellow, and red color scale. Let me move it over a little bit. On the list of the pre-designed options. That's why it ended up in a task. Now that it has been removed, we just opted for the green, yellow, red. Also, to make the display more usable, I'll use this command called freeze panes. You'll see what it will do. It will allow me to keep the tasks displayed while moving the list, which is the table, up and down the worksheet. So we just go straight for column E right here, and we need to select the data that we want our color scale to be applied to, and we'll just go into conditional formatting, then find color scales, and then select green, yellow, and red. And all it will do will make the column a little more legible. It'll be easier to see what you want to select. The greener the better, the redder the worse. Next, for the same purpose of slightly improved legibility, I mean, it's really a matter of taste. Different people find different fonts or colors more or less legible, and as you understand, all this exercise does is just makes you go into more commands than you went into before. So we have the highlighting rules in the final grade column right here, and then we're told specifically to look for the grades below 60 and then use light red fill and dark red text. So we're going to highlighting rules, and we want to see the columns less than 60. The default is 75. And light red fill and dark red text is the very first option that we have, so we don't need to look for it. Click OK, and here's the result right here. One really low grade. Another visual aid is icon sets, and that is practiced on the homework grade. So here we need to use the 4 ratings icon set. So we go into home and then conditional formatting, looking for icon sets, and these 4 rating icon sets are right here. So just another way to grab attention, basically. We got that one. So it says sort the student list, which is the table here, so that the students with red midterm grade values are on top. First of all, let's draw a better table here. We have a button border. It's just the border button, and click on all borders. It's a little bit better. Okay, also the lowest grade is already on top, so let's mess someone up to see how this works. Here, 75, 71, this person. Okay, let's make it 58, something like this, and make it red. Okay, so the previous conditional formatting, by the way, is working. So now we're going to select this for sorting, and once again, sorting will keep all the values, but we'll move the ones we're sorting around. And what we're going to need here is custom sort. Once again, my favorite comment about the design intent. It's always with us here. So now we'll need to select the rules. We have here column. It says look at your columns, and the task calls for the midterm grade. So that's the reason why I say before we do anything, we examine the data and make sure we remember what we're working with. Sort on cell color, because the task calls for the red cell. And we have two red values here because we have a different value there. So I clicked on the lighter one, and here's what we got. So now the sort has taken place for the entire selection, and the rest of the values are displayed here. In the next task, we're asked to use the filter, so we know that once the filtering process is finished, we will only see the values that have been chosen and the rest of the values will be gone. So for the filter part, we want to grab the column heading because that's the one part which will not be filtered. I'm going to give it a filter and then font. And that's what this is. Okay. So the filtering operation removed everything, and that's what we ended up with. So this is the changed, I don't know if it's improved or not, but this is a more up-to-date question 4.